Hey, Mama said there's gonna be days like this, young man. Mama said there's gonna be days like this. Listen, every young man is trying to do something great with his life. You're gonna hit a moment in your life where you're worried, you're terrified, you're scared, you have anxiety, there's fear, and that's where you gotta keep running towards. Keep going towards the fucking fear. Keep running towards the storm. Keep running towards the chaos. Because when you get out the back end, what you're gonna begin to find is peace. You begin to find strength. You begin to find wisdom. You begin to find understanding of what it is that you are destined for this life. See, like one of the greatest challenges that we have in today's society is not necessarily a physical roadblocks, but it's more of psychological roadblocks. See, in our time period, we have been conditioned psychologically through like school systems, through media, through entertainment, through parents, and through pretty much all avenues of like information that you're receiving. Is that you're behind, you're not doing well enough, you're not making it happen, you're not where you're supposed to be. And let me explain something to you guys. You're kind of right where you are supposed to be. There's a thing known as like divine timing, where when you're fighting, putting the right effort in, you're doing the right things you need to have done in life, you will like get to the step that you need to get to where you need to go. And opportunities will present themselves. Rough patches will present themselves as an obstacle for you to climb through. There is no reward without obstacles. If your life is going too smooth and too easy, there's issues that are on the horizon that you're just not prepared for, that you're not even examining. And like one of the things I'm kind of understanding like now with this particular time period, like this high inflation, it's like if you were kind of smart enough and had foresight to see this happening long before it got here, you were able to make preparations and put yourself in a position to be successful so it doesn't necessarily crush you as it is most people who are completely unaware. Like if we go back to the pandemic, during the pandemic time period, I kind of was like, what am I doing in my life? I got unemployment. I was like, what should I spend this money on? And what I spent the money on was just gathering tools, learning how to use different things, learning how to like use my tools, my education, learning how to get a camera, my piano, microphone, maces, clubs, books, education. And I just learned about how to become a better human being because I know in the future there's going to be a rough time. And like now we're in that rough time and I feel like I'm physically prepared, even though during that time period I did not know what I was going through was going to prepare me for what we're going through now. And the same thing now. As time is like pushing against you, as like the events of the past are kind of forcing these problems for today, you have to keep seeing those problems come ahead at you. So as long as you're building things, making roadblocks for yourself to help you get through that part, you're going to come out the other side a better person, a better human being. And that's what that feeling is of not understanding, not knowing, of just kind of going into like danger. And see, I'm enjoying life now. Is it scary? Yeah, but I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm not walking around just like, oh, my life is just what am I wasting the time doing? It's like, no, every day I'm working, I'm pushing towards something better, something greater. I don't know where it's going, where it's going to lead to, but I know as long as I keep going, I'll get where I need to go. And what's that final destination? Sitting up on a beautiful estate, living happily ever after with my wife, kids, my grandbabies, filthy rich, doing different philanthropies, helping a bunch of people out, building the culture, creating political influence, and being a person that changes or revolutionizes the world. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for out of this life is like I'm trying to get to that spot. Now I see there's a storm, I see there's shit going through, I gotta climb through mud and all this other stuff, but it's like, hey, that's what you gotta do, man. Mama said there's gonna be days like this. And any drastic change in your life that you notice that things will infinitely change for like forever, that's how you have to have like the mindset. That's what you have to perceive. It's like there's going to be days like this where it's like I'm going through feelings, I'm going through certain emotions, but it's okay. Nobody said you weren't supposed to feel this way. Like Nipsey Hussle had a great saying, like when I was going through like the entrepreneur stage where I'm barely making and scrapping and so forth and so forth. Mama said there's gonna be days like this, and that's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Because as long as you keep pushing yourself forward, you keep getting to the next level, you keep growing, you keep fighting, you keep putting yourself to give yourself another chance for the next day tomorrow, you will be in the game. Now, when you stop fighting, when you just say, you know what, it's over, I'm done, I can't do it anymore. That's when you're out. You're out the game. It's mentally, and that's what today's age is all mental. Mentally, a lot of people are checking out. But as long as you don't check out, as long as you keep going, you keep fucking marching forward, you keep putting the next foot in front of the next foot in front of the next foot, you will end up in a position that puts you better than the last position you were in. And that's all you can really do. That's all you can truly ask for in this life. And that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for tomorrow. Shout out for the camera, man. The camera's like, yo, this is too much heat. You gotta slow down a little, brother. But yeah, don't give up on yourself, young people. You got a chance.